man, like 15 or 20 minutes away from where I want to be. It is, it's past my bedtime. I'm, been on the road all evening from Iowa to Illinois. It's just that spring grind. We're halfway done with it, and oh, it makes my heart hurt just thinking about being halfway already. Good morning, everybody. We made it last night. We just climbed out of the back of the truck here and getting our outfits on, our costumes on. We get our little camouflage costume on. And see if we can hear one goblin. Ghost town. I knew I shouldn't have come in here. I should have been able to hear anything in here from the road. But be a beautiful ridge that I'm on here falls off into a big private field in the back. And I thought, man, if there was something on that backside goblin, I wouldn't be able to hear it. So I came in here and just blew about 30, 40 minutes worth of good goblin time. Because I ain't heard a thing. Well, it's been pretty slow today. You haven't seen much from me. We gave it a whirl this morning, and that weatherman, I have to nod my hat. They hit it out of the park today. I had like right at an hour, right at first light, to get something done before the wind started kicking too bad. And buddy, when it started, it started. Good morning, everybody. It's back to Illinois. Full disclosure, there's been a down day between the last time we circled around Illinois and today. It rained like crazy yesterday. Day before yesterday, when we were here in Illinois, the wind blew like nobody's business, and I guess it was blowing in the rain. Now the weather is much different than what you saw us last time. It's beautiful. Supposed to be a beautiful morning. 40 degrees right now. Got a good little nip in the air. We're going to be trudging into a different spot, obviously. Not going to go back to where I didn't hear anything, and get up top, see what we can hear. It's a good little climb to get in there. We're probably going to get to the top here shortly. Y'all come with us. There's some big private pastures on the top up here, private fields. And considering that it rained all day yesterday, I'm thinking those turkeys probably spent a considerable amount of time out in the open. So that's what I'm trying to get up here up top, so I can put my ears around that stuff. First gobble of the morning. There's two turkeys out that way. I'm pretty sure I've heard two this way. One on my nose on private, and the other one's is pretty close. That one's definitely churning it more than any of the others. Trying to be patient because this is a really good looking spot that I'm in here, and I cut a bunch of scratching, but fixing to have to get to moving. more I listen to that turkey, I think he may be across the flipping road. I ain't sure. Heard a turkey back here a couple times. One across the road for sure. And one back this way. They're gobbling around, but I can't be for sure if there's one on the ground that we can hunt or not. God, it's some open woods. If I ain't mistaken, that turkey that's been so hot, it's already on the ground. He's moving toward the other turkey, so I'm trying to parallel them from above. Get in position to yelp between them. Man, his temper is absolutely gorgeous. gonna let that turkey see me. I don't know how many freaking times I'm gonna let that happen this year. It just feels like it's happening every day. Every other day I'm letting the turkey come up and see me. You tell me, I am purposefully picked the trees, tucked back into this green mid-story. The turkey fooled me. I thought he was going to the right. I shifted everything to the right. He popped up exactly where I wanted him to pop up. The whole charade I've been putting on down there at the end of the knob so that he would come downhill from me, and he did it perfect. I don't know what caused me to think he was coming uphill. His goblin sounded like he was drifting uphill. Yeah, the turkey hear goblins way across the line. I'm on the line now. The line's down here about 50 yards. I don't know if it's a lean. I don't know. It's hard for me to blame everything on this camera. I just don't know why. They're seeing me. They're seeing me though. The turkey in Tennessee saw me. The turkey here saw me. They're just seeing me. Gosh, dang it. It's like the reoccurring thing. I keep playing these turkeys perfect and fooling them and not killing them. Well, it's fun to play with them, fun to have them in range, fun to yelp at them. Don't win until you put your hands on them. Right there, just perfect. That turkey right there is across a freaking road. This turkey right here is the only one that's on public. Of course. And we yelp him up and bespook him, so. That's probably why the rest of them ain't on private. Ain't on public. People like me in here bumping them instead of killing them. The road is actually on the right. It's not a road between us. It's just on the other mountainside or the hillside over there. He started coming down with a hen. As I was waiting on him to get into a bottom so I could pull back up into the timber. Because we gotta get them in the timber to shoot them. Two other turkeys started gobbling to the left, way on down. I think they're on public. But there's somebody else calling on the other side of the green field. The hen pitched down like she went into the dip so that I could get back to the timber. The turkey stayed strutting on the hillside, almost like he was turning his attention to those other two turkeys. They got the gobbling back and forth there for a minute, but everything's quiet now. So I went ahead and come back here and sit down because that hen was easing his way. So I was hoping Eventually they're going to come into this field right here on top of this hill with me, and I can talk them into the timber. Close. I just saw him stick his head out to gobble. He's down there on the edge of the field. What a freaking mess. Oh goodness, what a morning. I mean, I can't even explain what all's happened, I guess. Maybe even make heads or tails of it. I dread putting this video together. There's gonna be so much crap. I'm gonna have to keep straight for you guys to understand, but a quick rundown is essentially weather's beautiful. Found some gobbling turkeys. Helped one of them up and just beautifully this morning, and just couldn't make it happen before he saw something he didn't like. Didn't spook him bad. He went off the backside of the ridge and we toyed with him a little bit more, but he wasn't prepared to make any advancements, considering that he had just gotten a little boogery, but he would gobble. But the other turkey on the other side of the pasture, as it turns out, started coming our way with a hen. He gets halfway to us and two gobbling turkeys come from the left, and I think they may have squared off a little bit or something, I don't know. But while all that's going on, I hear somebody on the turkey call. They got over on the other side of the field from the turkeys, and wasn't in a bad spot at all. I ain't saying they done anything wrong, because they was yelping, and them other two turkeys was gobbling at them. as they were gobbling at the turkey in the field anyway. The big turkey that I'd been watching, he eventually shows up on my side. I'd backed up as soon as I saw his hen make the advancement. There was a little ditch or a valley in that field, and when she went down in the valley, started coming to me, he was up there strutting toward them other two gobbling turkeys. But I went ahead and came back, figuring that he was going to follow her. Wasn't but a little bit later, he in fact showed up on the edge of the field about 60 yards from me. I got to get him in the timber to legally shoot him. And just as I lay eyes on him, watch him gobble these struts a couple times, and dude shoot 3 times over there, just two. I mean, it sounded like a volley, like a wood duck just flew by or something. But anyways, all that happened. The gobbler dang near ran. I thought he was gonna run to me, but he just run down the field edge. Here again, I've got to get him in the field. With all that going on, I'm thinking, well, my chances of calling him into this timber now are probably slim. I end up yelping to him a little bit. He displays a little bit, almost acts like he's gonna get his mind right, but he's kind of pointed the wrong way the whole time. So what I'm figuring is that hen was still out in the field with him. I just couldn't see her because she wasn't up on the field edge. She was kind of over the roll. Needless to say, he's sitting out there, we're doing all that. Boom, they shoot a 4-4 sprout. And he had kind of had enough at that point and kind of boogied on. Not ran, just boogied on. So we're coming up to this all happened at the bottom of the mountain. We're gonna climb up, go over the top, yelp on the backside and make a loop around and come down kind of on top of where I think he kind of drifted off to. So maybe in an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever it takes us to get there, maybe he'll have settled down. And that's our guys that shot at the turkeys earlier. I assume, I don't know. They're coming from that way. I guess they got to picking mushrooms now. I don't reckon they even knew I was in the world. I was standing there about 40 yards from me, 50 yards, just picking mushrooms. Had a feeling it was Jake's that was gobbling at that turkey. I started not to come around this side because I thought this may be where those guys accessed it from. The private, and obviously it was. I come around here to cut down in this bottom, and on this ridgetop it's just raked with scratching. But they obviously killed one of them turkeys this morning because there's a Jake laying there. So I'll scurry back around to the other side. I'm just afraid all the party was on the other side of the hill there, on the other side of the ridge this morning, and they'd have been shot and spooked and flushed and everything else in the world. There don't seem to be nobody home on this side of the ridge. We deal with a 1 o'clock cutoff here, which is fine. It's just dang wind would let me hunt till 1 o'clock.
out in front of us here. He hit the gobble, but it didn't hit it again. I called to him some more. He only gobbled once. I'll have to confirm it's a longbeard too, because the gobble could have possibly been a jake gobble. Oh, it sounds like jakes. For sure sounds like jakes. Come up right there where I was just at. Wasn't a joke. I don't know if y'all can still hear him drumming. He's standing right here at about 35 yards. I got them turkeys to gobble. Didn't have a single camera on. Nothing was on. I've run about all my batteries dead with the whole conundrums that I've gotten myself into this morning. This turkey is just right here. Just walking back up here. It's amazing how hard you work to get close to these things. And then when it finally comes together, I come down the spine of this ridge right here. Wind was blowing about like it is. Where we had all the action this morning was between 300 and 400 yards this way. But when all the dust settled, that last gobbler that run out of the field at the fourth shot that my boys made ran this way. So my truck is directly below us here on the ridge. So I made a big loop, figuring by the time I got back here, it would be an hour, hour and a half or so. They would probably have time to settle down. Well, as it turns out, it is 11:55 now, so I'm assuming when I shot this turkey, it's probably 11:30ish. But anyways, so when all that went down over there, it was right at 9, so actually it was about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. But I made this big loop and I'm coming right down this little finger. There's a drain on the right, drain on the left. I'm going down this little finger to the truck, thinking that I'm trolling right through where those turkeys kind of drifted. Coming down through here, you can hear the wind. I make a call and the turkey gobbles off in the drain to the right. And I just heard the tail end of it because, like I said, the wind. But it was obviously a turkey gobble relatively close, buck 50 or so. So I do some more calling right there where I was at. I never slow up with the calling. It never gobbles again. But I back up about 30 or 40 yards and get this dark tree and sit down, hoping that they play down here below me. Super thick on this ridge, like a lot of mid-story. But I'm sitting here and I wait for a second, and let everything calm down, and I make another call. And when I do, they gobble together. A couple of turkeys, few turkeys, I could tell. I had made it up to the top of the ridge right below where I'd called, so they wasn't 40 or 50 yards down here below me, but I couldn't see them. Well, at that point, it's definitely Jake's. The gobble sounded puny, rattly, like high-pitched. I don't know. It just sounded 100% like Jake's to me. I was 100% convinced it was Jake. So heck, I just turned the camera kind of down that way a little bit. Yelped again. I was going to yelp them up here, get some video or whatever. And I did that. They didn't gobble again, so I'm just sitting there with my gun on my knee. Everything's still rolling. And I just glance over. I'm looking at 12 o'clock. I'd say at about 10 o'clock, I look up and there's a train of longbeards walking up the spine of this ridge. Like 3 of them. And as soon as I see them, the lead bird comes out from behind this big old black, not big, it's really not big, it's the biggest one on top of this ridge, probably about the size of your waist, tree. And I mean, they are 20, maybe 22, close, real close. And I just had to react because I knew he was fixing to see a book. I had everything. Just, I don't know, I just wasn't ready for this. The good news is, amidst all of that, I had the wherewithal, I think that's a word, I had the wits about me. Oh man, that's sweet. Man, smells like spring, I like spring. But amidst all that, I did reach up and turn the barrel camera on, so we do got that. Because I think the turkeys are going to be off the left side of that frame. But check these jokers out. I thought he'd be a 2-year-old turkey, but I ain't sure he is. See that hook? He's solid white hook. Solid white on both of them. I don't know if y'all can see that. They're solid white. Probably about an inch, maybe. That one may be a touch over an inch. Solid white and hooked. I'm talking hooked. Oh man. And he was a hooker turkey. Oh. Man. April's getting away from us. I don't like it, not one bit. Not one bit. Y'all come enjoy this thing with me. I'm gonna toast to our man in black here.
Hey, we appreciate you guys joining us for this video. If you like this one, you'll probably like the next one. I'll leave it up here in the corner. Don't forget to subscribe and follow along with us. We'll leave our social media links down in the description below. That's also where you'll be able to find links on the turkey calls we use and the apparel we wear and that kind of stuff. So you can find that in that little drop down description below. And as always, we sure appreciate you guys following along.